Legal transactions, which delegation, Southwest Quaker, liable $20,895 for land acquisition and, fence and clearing come out of the, special road and bridge.
I just want to clarify that this is D&Z Crane Farms, and we're putting a real pickle here, and we are being grossly taken advantage of by this purchase.
Ratcliffe's the one.
Pardon?
Ratcliffe.
Radcliffe's,
Radcliffe's.
not,
I'm sorry.
refrain off of it.
Yeah, Radcliffe's. Okay.
Yeah, it's just Radcliffe's, where this issue is coming from.
You want to second it?
Once we go, we'll, yeah.
Motion to second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion
Okay, but Michelle, make sure that the crane's not on.
I've got Ratcliffe.
It's all-
Ratcliffe Ranch.
It all goes back to Ratcliffe.
Ratcliffe Ranch, right? Is that right? Okay.
Okay, what else you got?
It's been all I got. We did up to FEMA came in Friday. That's our first meeting with them. For this, we've had this. Showed them around. That's just kind of so they can see and get rolling on that. So really doesn't have that. Yet.
Preliminary survey.
Yep.
Did they have anything out there, all these telephone poles get blown over the other day out there that affect anything, we didn't do anything on that?
Nah, the poles are, they're not county owned, so.
No, I mean, we didn't, wasn't none across the roads or anything.
No, no. And the guys in the west, they're older, greater men, they had really cleaned up and done things, so I had to search to let them know what kind of. So I took them over to southeast where we got a younger, greater man, and they could see then, yeah, we did have.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Junior. Perfect, appreciate all your help.
You guys have anything for me?
What's our bid deadline on the asphalt?
The fifth. Yep.
Perfect.
Anything else?
That's it, thank you.
Thank you.
Are you coming back for that one?
I imagine they'll want somebody in here for that one.
Morning, Lyle.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Good, hello, then.
We're doing great.
Hit the deck of running, did you?
Absolutely. This is the Riverton property that is up for bid.
So this is one where we sent them a letter and they had until May 30th to get out, so we just need you guys to give the green light on getting it posted in the paper for sealed bids, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
Do you guys want to do, usually are those leases staggered or do they all come due at the same time?
We had them come due at the same time.
Okay, so then instead on this one, instead of being a 1-year lease, would it be a 9-month lease? To get us looped back
we did
around?
No, the years might be staggered, but.
Okay,
Yeah.
Cause it was, didn't we do those every 3 years?
yeah.
We did them all at the same time, so we just keep track of them, and then a 3-year long lease, so whatever's left on that time frame.
Okay.
So have you reviewed the resolution, the most recent resolution passed on that?
For which part?
On these FEMA leases, when we changed the rates. I don't know that it was in there, but it was our conversation and our intent that we allow them to be leased by individuals and a spouse if there is a spouse, and not have a string of people on the lease. So I just wondered if that need to be in the lease, if we need to.
We can draft up that lease, but I think it limited it to the people on the bid. So,
Well, what I'm saying is to
Instead of
not
5
have
people
6
attached to the bid.
people on the bid, to not have more than one person and their spouse.
we could narrowly draw that bid to limit it like that. Because we've been using this, the same lease for all of it.
It sure complicates things, thank you, Mike. Complicates things when you're able to but numerous people, we're trying to get away from that. Even where, you know, we're not allowing them to leave it to heirs and such, which basically you're doing when you have your kids. One thing, talking about on the bid, state the name, phone number, physical address of the party. Party can be seen on the phone. I don't know what we have to do to make that happen, but I think we should.
Or it can't be passed down to the kids and,
Yeah,
you know,
where
all
you
that.
just, you know,
Mhm.
that's,
That's-
and in this situation, you had several people that were involved on that property. What kind of nightmare would it be to notify all different ones?
I'm sure you can, type something up. Give it to them.
So you just need a motion to be able to put this out for bid.
Yeah.
So make a motion, you got, is there a?
77, 76, 78.
78?
Yep.
Make a motion to put 76, 78 Southeast Watermelon Lane out for, lease bid for FEMA property.
Second.
Motion second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried.
And the other thing that, we talked about approximately 2 weeks ago, possibly taking it out. Am I still allowed to take over the mapping?
I really regret our conversation then not including Belinda. I mean, she's a big player in that. I know she's not here today, but I think we definitely need to take that and get all the major participants in here on the discussion.
Okay.
Do that next Monday.
Yeah.
Have us set that.
Absolutely, perfect. Thank you. We'll track those requests for bids. I was gonna say, if you want to send it to me, I'll write it down and we'll kick it out.
You got it. Thank you.
Thanks.
He didn't hand, I don't know that he handed me anything.
Oh, what the?
I looked, I know what the numbers are individually.
Morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Oh.
I have a two minutes, give you an update.
Sure. Hang on.
You're fine, you're fine, you're fine.
Okay. I'm happy to report that,
We had another wreck.
no, I'm sad to report that, but I will tell you that the wreck that happened before Memorial Day, let's just say, created a chain of events. That by sunset, that probably is gonna be a all-way stop.
Oh, right.
So
Good.
that's,
Yeah.
I appreciate
Really?
you bearing with us through this process. You're
Well, that's, I'm glad to get that all the way
Yes.
stopped, all four stop signs up.
Yeah, so that,
Wow.
I was surprised too. I was shocked. I think I reported that on
The only thing
Tuesday.
that worries me is now, it's the confusion that that's gonna cause.
There's gonna be just as many wrecks, if not more.
So,
But anyway,
it's a risk. It is a risk.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just glad that they're,
You know what I would say is before we made those changes, there was a stop ahead sign and I think people slowed down and went through that intersection and we didn't see the kind of rates that we saw since that has been over north and south. I don't think we have much traffic problem with those going north. It's the southbound movement that I believe.
It's the people headed south where the problem is.
So will there be a stop ahead sign that,
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. There would be a stop ahead sign on the other side and they're gonna be 48-inch signs and always.
Are they gonna have the flashing red lights on them?
I'm not sure we have the flashing red lights on at this time. But I'm pleased that your shop out here coordinated all the signs and are implementing a solution in lightning speed. I know it seems like it's taken a long time, and anyway, we're getting it.
You're
We're
talking
getting a
about the
solution.
state shop out here.
The state shop, yeah.
What would it entail to get reflectors or light
So
switches?
reflectors are, let's just say, inexpensive countermeasures. You're asking a lot of questions. I know we got them on the safety corridor in Pittsburgh. We have reflectors on all the stop sign supports.
But you're saying that'll be done by tonight?
Yeah, we did ticket Wednesday when we
Wow.
got commitment that, when we heard word that we were expecting it to be turned, after the holiday weekend, I got a call from Mary Out, and she lived where that grade separation is. And we had a conversation, and I summarized that conversation, and I think that's really what moved things forward. And got us to a place where we're at today. The other thing we're doing is we've received signs, this is secondary to that, but with Route 66 Centennial, there are some signs along the local road as well as our state highway that don't have the Kansas. And so we've got the sign inventory to update that to where they all look alike. As part of the historical byway, Baxter Springs has the military road plus the Route 66. And some of those Route 66 has a phrase Kansas on them, and those are the ones that don't have Kansas on them will be replaced with new signs that have that. And we're working with the local public authority. Kind of the way that this works is the Department of Commerce sort of funded these signs, and we've installed them, even the wrong ones.
Yeah.
But we're gonna give Junior, or the city of Galena, or the city, we're gonna give them new signs to replace, and we're asking for those old signs to be turned back into our shop. Normally, we have agreements where the sign maintenance through a city is really the city's responsibility. We maintain white line to white line, that's part of the city connecting link agreement. But this is kind of off the side. We did last year put the sign post up for the signage, be consistent with the Department of Commerce. And so we're kind of gonna get all that straightened out to where they're all branded the same and support that tourism effort.
Okay.
And so I told Junior he'll be seeing some signs here pretty soon. And just simply replace the ones that.
You are the bearer of good news, thank you.
Well, thank you.
And I want to thank you. Even during construction, we knew there were problems. We had issues that had a scratch on our head. On paper, it looks great. And we still have work to do. We still have that going into the other intersection that there's, what I hear people saying is they look to the left, look to the right, and they pull out maybe by that bridge or that overpass, and they don't feel like they have a comfortable amount of time. They find themselves in an uncomfortable position. So we really haven't addressed that particular thing yet, and but I think we got
We're moving in the right direction.
we're moving in the right direction, and the public support for this, and the sheriff's support, and
Awesome.
your support has really enabled us to move at a pace that is not common.
Great news.
Thank you all.
Thanks for
Thank you so
filling in.
much.
What you need to do in the NRPs.
Good morning.
I'll just sit here until you're done.
It's that time of year where I'm getting ready to do the NRP checks and the tax distribution, and I've got 3 of them this year that need to be removed for late payment of taxes.
Okay.
Did I give you copies of receipts, or do you have the NRP, or do you have the AAE?
I had the AAE second. I don't know, there might be, look, let me see.
Where are these?
Those are the receipts of the late payments. Those are the three that I need removed.
Don't they got copies of them?
No, they, Michelle handed up the AAEs, they're looking at the AAEs that need approved.
Sorry,
These are part of that, or these
different,
Those are different.
sorry.
That's your NRPs.
Um,
Got late payments.
Brandon Owens, which I think is the top precinct there, he is on the old NRP. So he will be kicked off for good, but I think he may be in his last year. The other two are newer NRPs, so they get kicked off for the year.
are. So these are ones getting kicked off
For 1 year.
for 1 year.
No, Brandon Owens gets kicked off, cause he's on an old
I was just
project,
pointing on the two of them.
and then the other two get kicked off just for a year. Cause they're on the new project.
Okay.
So what were the other papers we looked at?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have handed those yet. They're AAEs that have to be
Oh,
approved. I'm sorry.
Okay. You're just trying to be ever so efficient.
Sorry.
You gotta do these individually, if I'm really careful.
On the AAEs?
No, the NRPs.
NRPs.
Yes.
Name and address. Make a motion to remove Brandon Owens, address 12012 East Arizona Drive, 2207 Park Avenue. This is Colorado.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy. Address be 2207 Park Avenue, motion to remove him from the NRP due to late tax payment.
Second.
Motion second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Carried. What's that one? Motion to remove Stephen and Becky Burton, 1602 North Indiana Avenue, for purpose of late tax payment.
For 1 year.
For 1 year.
For 1 year. Okay, second.
Motion second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. You got caught up, Michelle?
Yeah, I'm good. I'll get addresses later.
Are you sure?
Yep, good.
Wanda Taylor, motion to remove Wanda Taylor for 1 year at address 1700 Dewey Avenue in Galena, Kansas for late tax payment on NRP.
Second.
Motion second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Now, Taylor's in here because when Taylor was reading through the NRP application, we realized that if the value on the NRP portion drops below 20 or,
If it drops below, for the new program, if it drops below 20,000, then they're supposed to be removed from the program.
Right.
For the old program, it was 10,000.
Yep.
So I have 4 of them here that need to be removed. I just gave you guys a quick reference number. I didn't include anybody's names. Do you need their names?
I think we do for the motions, the addresses and names.
Do you? Okay, give me a minute.
Okay.
Thank you.
I gotta wait
How
on
many
that.
did she say? She asked 4.
But I gotta wait on that.
It's the only time you don't want your appraisal to go down.
Mm-hmm. I was happy with this one this year though, with taxes not being paid. We didn't have as many this year.
Have I just got 4 AEs? These have already got signatures.
Yeah, let me ask Taylor when she comes in.
these only vehicles. You want those? They sold it when they did a split.
Pardon me?
Oh, sorry, that's a different. This is loaded front. This Dodge pickup.
Well, this is Angelo's out there, oh, well.
I guess they're taking personal property on this. And then they show what they sold the split.
Yeah. Sold the Polaris. Sold the ATV. And here's your boat tag.
It's up.
Any concerns on those? You guys good? Remind me, we have to have a motion on them individually? Or
On
just-
the AAEs, you can do those in some.
Just all?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd make a motion to approve the 4 AAEs presented and allow the chair to sign.
There.
Motion second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
There's the 4, but their value dropped too low, so I believe the motion just needs to be for 1 year.
Taylor, these two here, I had 4 new AAEs, but these two have already been signed, but they were.
Oh, okay, their message just got stuck.
Okay.
Sorry.
That might- Okay. And these are due to
Their value has dropped below the threshold.
the 20,000 threshold for the new plan, and this would remove them for 1 year, correct? Okay. Motion to remove for 1 year due to valuation drop would be Brandon and Letitia Males. Address would be 305 East 17th in Baxter Springs.
Second.
Motion and second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Carried. The second one is also Brandon Letitia Males for 1834 Garfield Avenue in Baxter Springs. Motion is removed for 1 year due to, drop in property value.
Second.
Motion second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. This one is Turner Long-Term Rentals, address 705 Cherokee Avenue in Baxter Springs. Motion to remove for 1 year due to drop in valuation.
Second.
Motion and second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. The last one is Paula Himes, address 2102 South Main Street in Galena. Motion to remove for 1 year due to property valuation, reduction.
Second.
Motion and second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Carried. There's a. Remove people.
Hey, I just wanna say thank you to Carla for all she's been doing on the budgets.
She's been working a lot.
I got the agenda and saw how many we're doing today, and I thought, oh my gosh, I forgot my book, and she emailed those, so it was easier to, so, thank you, thank you.
She's been working really hard on it.
I sent you an email with those for it, so you know what's going on up there.
Did we make you mad already?
Probably bored her to death.
Yeah.
Okay, Ethan, you got anything for us before we go into budget stuff?
Nothing I'm immediately aware of. Oh, yes.
And the 4th of July thing.
Yes.
So what happened was when we approved those yearly reauthorizations for the general accounting principles,
Mm-hmm.
apparently, it says 2024 down at the bottom of it instead of 2026.
Okay.
So if you guys want to approve the same thing, I'll correct that typo.
Can we just make a motion to amend 01-2026 to the right 2026 date?
Yeah.
Michelle, you got that, or make that
Just
a formal motion?
amend this,
Amend resolution 01-2026.
okay,
Subsection 1, and correct it from December 31st, 2024 to December 31st of 2026.
Was that a motion?
Yes, ma'am.
Second.
Motion second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Boy, somebody's eye had to look hard to catch
Oh, yeah.
that.
Next thing, July the 4th, which is on a Saturday this year, we looked at, it was on the schedule to take off Friday, July the 3rd. There's been a proposal to move that to Monday, July the 6th. Instead of Friday, take that Monday, and if we do, then we need to come in on the 3rd to do approval, is that all right?
or we can do the 2nd if you, either 2nd or the 3rd to approve, whichever one you want to do.
You guys good with that?
Yeah, I'm good with it.
You wanna do Thursday or Friday? I don't know.
You need one motion here or two?
I mean, as long as you do them all together.
I can do either day. I would make a motion to move our July 4th holiday from that Friday to Monday, July the 6th, and come in July the 3rd at 8 a.m. for approval.
On Friday the 3rd at 8 a.m. I'll second.
Motion second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Michelle, would you make sure that Taylor sends out an email on that,
I will.
that date's been changed? Please, put that in right now.
What'd you say this, we're changing to December 31st, what was it?
Before it was 24.
Now we're gonna make it December 31st, 2026?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you guys have anything else before we move into budget items? Michelle? You're good?
I think so.
Gosh, where are we?
Okay. Morning, Peyton.
Good morning.
Give me just a second, I'm gonna run the restroom before we get started. This is gonna be a while. You're more than welcome to hang out, or just, they're coming in talking about budgets, so do what you please.
5-minute recess.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to remain down here for the budgets?
I was gonna say that, I don't necessarily,
No, we won't make any decisions,
No,
we're just
it's just
receiving,
budget
asking questions.
presentation and discussions back and forth, so.
Okay.
I'm sure you got plenty to do.
I was gonna say Kurt's covering felony court for me, so.
Well, thank you, Ethan.
Absolutely. If anything happens to crop up, Sam, I have to deal with.
All right,
Well, stand alive.
we'll blow the bugle.
Little summons.
Can you? Oh, yeah. You know, can I get a half a minute with you? Of course. Nothing related.
This is Abby. This is not her thing. This is not her thing. So we get up. Oh, yeah. And he says, when we get there, he says, "We're going to do things." He says, "We can knock out. We can go out and drive, or we can, if we do go out and we don't do anything, he says, we will, I'll just charge you for gas." I said, "Okay."
Oh, boy.
So we go out, and as you can see, that's not Gabby's head. Silas is in his heyday. This is on our way out.
It's
I don't
fine.
know why I
It's
took the
good.
pictures on our way out. It's not bug work anyway. They both little pictures to my phone. For Mr. Bobo. It's stormy. It's not raining. But the CD is, so we make it out. We do all things, it gotta be signed.
I'll let you know.
Okay, that'd be great. I'm gonna stay on my priority today.
Absolutely.
I asked him to have it
And
to.
our job rate, and our books.
He's not good about answering
We've
all
all
the
taken
training calls.
jobs.
Yeah, I know, that happens a lot with
So,
some people, but he,
there's-
the realtor's rep.
Yeah, there's RES.
So far, we're at a 4-to-1 ratio. I've called him 4 times, he's called me 1.
So jobs ain't good. And
Thank
we're
you,
bottom
Ethan.
issue.
Thank you, y'all let me know if you did anything.
So, there's Gabby's, there's Howard. So.
Was that the
bottom
lease?
issue. And they're not really, so, Captain says. No virtual.
Just wait on him to sign it.
So,
Just
Get back
what?
to us.
we start
Just
from,
wait on him to sign
and the
it.
small pieces.
It
It
needs
is
to be done
legit.
today.
So I started
Send me a
this.
message saying we're good,
So,
I'll get it
so I was
to you
going
later
to-
today.
So,
It's not good until it's signed.
first mate says, we're ready to go. He says,
So,
we can go.
we're not good.
You're still homeless.
So he calls,
You're still
because
homeless.
he's seen
Yeah,
this on the
exactly.
live scope, that this is here, so Silas won't hold it. He won't have anything, but you can see the, yeah. This is a Spanish mackerel. So, he'll bring it, he brings it in, Silas drills it in, and then he'll cut it back. And Aria says, well, can I just roll in that whole there? And he said, Aria. And the pig, she got this, hers is a little bit, so we got 2 Spanish mackerel. So. Anyway, so we get back and.
Good morning, how are
Good
you?
morning, I'm good.
You sitting up
Dustin
there?
says, he's the,
I wasn't
Chris
sure
is our
if this was
first
gonna
name.
give out the
Chris
letter.
was the fish.
I'm just gonna sit here, that's okay.
Perfect.
Captain's up, everybody's
We
good,
just
so.
fine.
There's you
But
guys'
I was up there.
copies if you want.
So anyway, he was gonna do this 2 ways, now I paid
Oh, we got something in our
$900
book.
for fishing, and I gave him $200, which is my grand total is $1127 with fees. This new news deal.
Oh, just
He
scribble
says, I
one.
can refund you, I can
Give you an extra. There's
do
two
it
extra.
since you got your
You
fishing.
have one too.
Yeah.
How's that?
I can get it from letter and you can pay me directly. I said, I don't care. It's not good for you. He says, well, I'll just cancel it.
$42,104.
I said, okay. So he pulls up his thing and he says, this $400 son. I said, yep.
Oh, sorry.
So I still gave him $200. So my money 27 went to $600. And we got 2 fish out of it. And when we got back from work, I mean, it
That
wasn't
makes
the
the
big
conversation
fish or
really
anything else,
good.
but when we got back,
See?
they were in
Well,
there.
turn.
Well, Chris is,
Hey, thanks for coming in.
and he has the real fish. He's
Good
letting
job, by the way.
kids drop it in, they catch a catfish, take it off, and throw it back in.
Well, I've been looking all morning. That's
And,
why it's
I mean,
already-
Your numbers are just in there.
Yeah.
If I was, go down there, Ally says she won't go back on the boat. Ally said never, ever again.
42,104 deeper.
And
I appreciate
I said I
that.
would try it again.
Yes.
Fishing is
Yeah.
not my thing.
Those are awesome.
That really didn't help.
Let's rephrase that.
Didn't
I'm
experience
fine
it.
with fishing. If you cast out your reel in and
Your
there's a fish on
budget
your
is
reel,
the most
I'm fine.
difficult
You
for us
cast
to
out again,
understand.
I'm
I
fine.
know, because
Because
it's.
But
of
if
all
it sits there and
the
wait,
grants.
that's not me. I'm not hurry up
All
and
your
wait.
nice
Keep it
stuff.
in your income. Everything.
So some of them look like they're way, 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 way over.
So that's
the
what we
because
do.
we get training and funding for it, so you don't have any idea how much we're
Right.
doing for that.
Right.
Here it is.
Ally and Gabby looked over the side.
I don't
Gabby
know,
said
I'm
she
trying to
didn't
start
pick
the day
Ally
out
here.
right,
Well,
man.
done good.
That's
At
why we
started.
That's why we started with her.
Let me get the.
least the hard one has a
Deep sea
start.
fishing at night.
The sheriff will not want to follow you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, me?
We'll keep this one out, we'll frame this one to show everybody.
I'm not a
There
fisherman.
you go.
If
It
I
doesn't,
can't cast that
it
reel
doesn't
in
make
there,
that
fish on
way.
it, and it can be just perch, I don't care. But if I can't cast that reel in and fish on there, I'm done. I'm not a fisherman. And I'm your ground.
Honestly,
No,
you
but
made my
I
day.
said if,
Yeah.
You didn't look at anything?
I did.
You were over
He
in
told me
tight
this is fishing, he's just like
We
$100. He said I can't sell fish on it.
The majority of everyone
Right,
for grants.
reduce it.
I'm
There's
in
still
grant,
I
you know,
know, since we have to
try to
go
find
here.
funds for that. I will tell you one thing that we have had problems with,
So if I
not
was
taking
to
those
come
involved at all,
back,
but
I would
we did have
contact them
the
directly.
property agreement from the EPA, and we still do, and we just can't
I
go
mean, he
to
didn't
ones
have
off
to
of
do
it yet,
anything.
because it comes through a government platform
He said
through
that,
ASAP.
got your
And
one that's
ASAP,
guaranteed.
it's ridiculous
And I
trying
mean,
to get into
but yeah,
that.
he
So
had told us before,
Brian
and he
had
said,
control over the whole account.
cause it was a
so the
five
sheriff's
day for
department did, because they
he said,
had
we're
Department
gonna,
of Justice
he said,
grants
I'm really
before,
gonna
so
do
they were
that.
the
He
federal
said,
grants.
you're gonna see me on
Now,
my
we
phone.
have
I'm not
the
texting
which is
anybody,
also
I'm
a
not
federal
looking
one.
at Facebook,
And
I'm
so
not doing
getting
anything.
that
So I'm watching that.
information into
Hi,
that
this is Myra.
platform for that grant,
And
to be able
he
to
said,
draw
I'd
down
really like to be back
funds
in
from that, we haven't.
by
We're 6 months
September.
into the grant and have not been able to draw down
So
the
that was
money.
only 3.5
So,
hours.
this year's
It was,
money, our revenue and our expenses will change because
Yeah, it
we've
was-
got a lot of income and revenue coming
So,
from that
of
that we
course,
have not
when
yet
we
been able
went
to draw down for.
went back to
So,
that.
we worked on it
Went
last
back to
week,
the
but
move back
the
to
last
house
3
and
days of
everything.
government, the last 3 days of the month, the government shuts down, does
Because
not
I
allow
was
you to
sick.
even get into the
I
system.
wouldn't,
So you can't even get into it till you
I was
get
sick
to
from
draw
the
down.
exhaust.
So we think we have it figured out as of
I mean,
Friday
on the way
afternoon,
back.
and we'll continue to try to work on it this week. But we have to get in there to be able to get funds dropped down, because you're supposed to drop
I'm
down
laying
at
on
least
this, just
at
laying
bare
on this.
minimum quarterly.
With my eyes closed, hand over my eyes closed, cause I'm sick. And I can't do this.
You got a pretty big Facebook following, don't you?
I think so.
Would you do me a huge favor?
Why?
Would you post something in there to please use caution at the K-26
Oh, yeah,
junction today, since they're getting ready to,
install those lights.
I'm telling you, that worries me.
Cause are they gonna,
He said by the end of the day, it will be a four-way stop, and then people are not used to stopping now,
yeah,
and now we're getting ready to go in ranch. And I informed the fire chief and Glenn, I said, when I get out here, I think I'll just go out there and sit, because
yeah. Cause it's
honestly,
so
that
It's gonna be
money
a
spent
it worries
again.
me bad.
I mean, it used to be that way, and then they reversed it, and now we're reversing it again. But, I mean, hopefully it will make it better
I
in
was
the
gonna call
long
the
run.
sheriff.
Yeah, on the
see if he put
Sentinel-Times.
something on his page, just try to get the word out there.
You then have a deputy go out there with the flashers on or something.
Did you hear that, Michelle?
She's posted on the Sentinel right
Okay.
now.
That girl, I'm serious, that, like, scared me. Like the rate that we had the other day, the lady was going east, local, at a stop sign. People just got off the highway heading north, and she just decides she's gonna go. Pulls right out in front of them.
Well, by state statute, they're not
A
allowed
whammo.
to go, but every so many years, I'm thinking it's like four.
So I don't,
More than that, I don't know.
that got me sweating.
We'll put something on it. Yep, and we'll share it to several of the group pages too.
And
Or
then
this
go
one,
here, let's see.
go
We're good?
Thank you. You're done.
All
Yeah,
right,
that's first thing.
then do it.
That's second.
I hope the rest of yours go that easy.
Yeah. Probably not. I'm gonna call him real quick.
So that's the, that has to be done before January.
You're fine.
You get a little state troopers, they should know, sure.
Well, you was saying, but that doesn't mean I don't do anything. Good morning, how are you? Oh, Peachy, I don't know if you've heard yet or not, but
That
KDOT
doesn't
came in here this
eliminate
morning and let us know that by the
taxes.
end of today,
Either,
the
once the tax
K-26
sale
Baghdad
is
Junction will be a four-way stop.
you could sell
Yeah.
it 2 or 3 times, not pay the taxes.
Yeah, and that's got me worried to death, 'cause you know what's about to happen.
Tax sale, and whoever is the current property owner.
So,
is going to be the government.
Yeah, we were not expecting it either, but they just dropped in and let us know that by the end of today, it will be a four-way stop. I've already let the fire chief know, Peyton's gonna put something on her Facebook page, and I thought I'd let you know. Maybe we can get something out on the Facebook to at least start getting, notify and inform everybody that we
You know,
can
it's
that
not what you
they're
wanna
getting ready
hear, but
to
it's state
change it
statute.
again. Absolutely, yeah, there'll be an influx, so.
Sentinel has it posted.
They're just putting stop signs up for now, is my understanding. Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do.
I'll go tag Jamie Jackson in the post.
So. That'll work, but that's what he said, by the end of the day, it will be a four-way stop. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is your next opportunity to, protest.
Yep,
Yes.
that's what we got hit with, so I'm just trying to get everybody informed that I can.
What will make it so bad today?
Because you're not used to it.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, after getting the appraisal notice.
Okay. Until people get used to that.
Well, yeah, just
Yeah.
use extreme caution and pay attention, cause
Yeah.
they're literally gonna go out there and put 2 stop signs up and drive off.
I would ask you to
Boom,
show me that
bang, it's
paper.
gonna look like a pinball machine.
Everyone I've seen does.
Yeah.
So if you have a reappraisal notice that doesn't talk
Yeah.
about that, I'd really like to see it. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna see it right now, and we're in our meeting, so
And we'll have
if
all
you
of
have
it.
other questions, don't hesitate to call me back, okay?
How many days is this weekend?
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah,
Bye-bye.
that'll be
Oh, I'm telling
there'll be somebody there, just like, a couple of cars, and the lights flashing there.
You behaving? This is your season, isn't it? Sorry.
Surely the troopers know better than I, or should, I would
you.
think.
Should.
We're doing it.
Move it to the next, ready?
Sure. Peyton's gonna put on her Facebook page about the 4-way stop,
Awesome.
and I just called the sheriff, and he felt I was chair. And they're gonna try to get something, try to just get some education, cause they're gonna go out there and put 2 more stop signs up and drive off, and then, oh my goodness.
How many people are gonna see the pages, but it all helps, the locals, some of the locals.
And Michelle just put it on her
There's,
newspaper.
I've shared it with, in several groups.
We can only do what we can do. Very interesting.
let's see. One, line item usually.
Yeah. We figured we
Find it.
make it
One
up.
P,
Yours is so easy. I know. It's when it comes to the actual raises, that's when we rub noses, but this is, there's nothing to this.
No, there's really not.
Have you ever had anything other contractual?
Yeah, I, have to e-file those 1095s and 1094s, so I have to do it on credit card, do that, and so that's the line item I take it out of, it's like a little over 200, and then I usually take my, P.O. box rental out of it, so it's right, just like right at 300.
Have you heard anything out of you, Katie?
About what?
You, Katie?
He was
Has
up,
anybody heard when her, last time he was in, he was gonna get us something prepared.
he was in the other day and, but he didn't really say, he just stopping by, but he said that we was doing pretty good on everything,
Renewals and
so.
stuff?
Huh?
On renewal?
Yeah. But I don't know when he's coming back to talk to you guys, he didn't really say that.
Corey, it's been shared 19 times so far off the Sentinel's page.
Thank you. Any concerns, questions?
Not at all. Here's
Good.
a sample.
Did you copy, we moved that from that Friday to Monday, and we will be in Friday at 8 AM?
Yes,
On the,
on the third. You're coming in on the third at 8.
That's what I told her. And I told Taylor, and she's already emailed, I think, the head.
email
Department
all
head.
departments, that's been flip-flopped and.
Taylor's doing that.
Yeah, I think she already did.
We
Okay.
moved to Monday
Yep.
for day off.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Done?
Thank you, Dina.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Who's next?
Deeds,
Dee, I'll go tell her.
and if she's ready, then we might get out here early.
Okay.
One G.
Personal computer. Hey, the state's getting ready to make a four-way stop out east of Baxter by the end of the day, so if you know anybody, you might let them know.
A four-way stop. Oh, like it used to be.
Like it used to be, but they're gonna do it today, so it's, this morning it was, it wasn't a full, well, it wasn't this morning, but by this evening or sometime during the day. it's
Oh,
gonna be a
boy.
full. So,
Change.
yeah, and it's like,
Should never change in the first place.
well,
How many people's been died out there? Any?
yeah.
Lots of accidents.
Did anybody get hurt in that wreck last week, or the one just had to?
Transported too, but I don't know
What,
what
nothing
they're.
serious?
There have been deaths.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, at least one.
No,
Maybe
I
two.
remember that. Motion for it. At the end of the meeting.
Out of state,
Yeah, the end of that meeting, they did make that motion.
a gentleman from out of state.
So they kind of looked at it. I mean, I guess probably.
You got no change, is that correct?
Salary line.
Yeah, but overall.
No.
no,
I moved some things around to try to get it in the right line item.
To compensate
Yes,
and move
the
around,
correct
but
thing.
you're okay with what you've moved around, you're still gonna be okay in those lines?
Yes, yes. And the only thing is if, however it happens with Lyle, if I get, part of that, I'll just be over on my salary line if I get part of that. Grant money.
Should be reimbursed back.
But I don't wanna count on it and, but it might,
So this budget, you're not counting on it.
well, as of today, yeah, I am.
You are?
Cause I don't know what will happen with, next week with, GIS.
That's what I meant. You're not counting on anything from GIS, right?
Right, yes, ma'am.
Right.
Or with Lyle's, grant money.
But almost 12% in salaries is probably the highest that we're seeing in all these budgets.
Yeah.
How do you account for that?
Well, I got Sarah and Michaela, and last week when we talked, we said we was gonna go with the $19, and that's what I went with.
Your salary discussed. I don't have any questions.
Nope.
All good?
Okay, can I ask another question off of this? Can I get somebody to help me get, Orion from the Linda so that Sarah can work on her computer?
Orion?
Mm-hmm. Yep, she's kicked her completely off of this thing. This is the response I got from the state. In one spot.
What does she need to do?
Well, she can't get into it all. She told us to share passwords. I don't think it's really right that we should share passwords with another computer, but she took her completely off. She said that she works for Lyle now, which we told her that she was a shared employee. And her response was she knew that she worked for emergency management. I think Lyle talked to her and he said it'd be Wednesday before she'd give us an answer. And we just had this discussion not that long ago with her about this riot. And it was a big ordeal at that time, we shouldn't have to have it again.
I think what we did last Monday was inappropriate with her not being here, but come Monday, we're gonna have to have everybody together and discuss some of these things.
Okay, so remind me what I write.
It's where we look up, if somebody comes in, they look up an address, name, we can look up any property, and we give them the last deed, we give them where the taxes go, we help them, you know, with all the deeds in the past. And if we don't have a Ryan, then I can just send them down there, and they can help them in the appraisers. We're just trying to help the appraisers out by giving them, the people, the customers, their information they need.
Well,
Without that,
some of the things you mentioned, everything except previous deeds, is available to the public on our website. What's unique about Orion besides the deeds?
well, just the ownership and everything. I mean, the appraisers is the one that declares ownership.
But I can get on right here and do everything you just said,
And
except for the
If we don't
previous
have
deeds.
Orion, I mean, we're not, I guess the people can go on the internet and do
You
it.
can go on this public and do it.
It's a lot easier if you have Orion.
Yeah, I agree, but I'm just trying to
Because a
see
lot of
what's
people want,
unique
they
about.
wanna go back to flat a lot of times, and we have to go back and dig through the book.
But that's
But that
your
gets us a
office
start.
anyway, you ought to be able to do that.
We're recorders.
You don't help the public look at
Yes,
what
we
you've
do.
recorded.
Yes, we do now.
I remember back the old books when they really had to dig in, kind of.
And we still have to dig in. But. And I think,
But this Ryan we're talking about is a shared, you gotta have a password to get into it.
no, it's the appraisers program.
It's a,
It's them with the state. All the counties have it, all the counties use it.
but you can't get in it now?
Me and Michaela can. She kicks Sarah out.
Well, what is that, Kevin?
I don't,
Sit down and,
I don't think we should share passwords. I mean, I don't think so.
I agree with you.
yeah, I don't, but I mean, we just kind of have this, sit down and have a powwow and see, it just straight down.
There was a big old discussion last time with the same thing.
Yeah.
And that was from the state. That was a reply to Sarah.
That was a state reply.
All right, well, thank you guys.
Yeah.
You wanna see if Heather's ready?
Heather, yes.
I know. One eye.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning again.
How are you?
Good.
Yours pretty easy.
Mine is pretty easy this year.
Corey,
Yes, ma'am.
I tagged Jamie in that post, and 4 minutes ago she commented, I seen them, so they're up.
Do you know how to post anything on the back, what's happening in Baxter?
Well, I posted it, I shared it in there.
Okay, thank you.
The sign
It has
is-
to be, it has to be, an admin has to approve the post. I shared it, you gotta wait on them to share it, them to approve the post.
Oh, I'll send him a message.
So they're already up, the signs?
I tagged Jamie in the post and she said, I seen them 4 minutes ago.
Okay.
so they're out. Okay.
See.
It's been posted in there.
Thank you.
They approved it.
Same, man. Yeah. Awful good. Thank you.
Heather, what, I know different times of the year, different things hit. How's that work in your department? You know what I'm asking? I'm not phrasing it very well. But like, say one department gets hit with something every April, or somebody else, well, our sewer district, we get hit with that. As if you look at our budget,
Do you have any
First part of the
contracts that
year.
are paid like quarterly? Is that what you're
so
saying, quarterly?
if we look at this first quarter that we've spent so far, that should be a pretty good projection of the next 2 quarters.
It should be. And then I have my motor vehicle money that I transfer for my salaries at the end of the year. I can't transfer all of my salaries, but my ladies that do more motor vehicle work than tax work, I transfer part of their salaries out of that motor vehicle. That state money I get from motor vehicle.
So that'd get even better. If we use that as a guide, you shouldn't need any more than about 233,000. If we look
Well-
at the first quarter.
This year here, because publication, I do have that. That hits in August and October. And we won't have the tax sale publications this year that I get reimbursed on.
We won't have the tax sale this year.
Because it finished so late last year. So I'll just wait till September to pull for the next sale and pull 2 years at once.
So
But I'll have my delinquent,
we won't have publication in August and October.
I'll have my delinquent publication in August and for real estate and October publication for personal property.
Okay, so,
And that's why those got raised last year, was because that had went up, and that's why I didn't make no changes this year, because I haven't made those publications yet. And on the publications, my quarterly reports, Michelle was running about the same as Larry on them, price-wise.
what would those be running in, would you guess? Those publications, ballpark.
Heather, if you send me last year's, I'll put it on a sheet and I'll tell you what it cost.
Okay. I say last year, I think with Larry, I'm trying to think of what it was. Cause the real estate one is my biggest one. Personal property is usually not as big, but I know, quarterly report, I know it ran between Michelle's and Larry's ran about the same. I'd have to go look and see what the real estate ran.
Well, we're not making any decision today, but, so I'd like that information because, I mean, besides that being, you know, if you look at first quarter and you multiply that by 4, that's a long ways. I mean, that's a lot of publication. And then just also, if you look back to 2025, actual was 267,000. And we're looking at 400,000, so I think that's too much of a spread. But you're telling me the only thing that should be added to this are those publications, and then you've got that additional income that's gonna offset that, some of it.
Not on the publications this year.
Right, I'm not looking at any additional income other than this budget, but I think if that's the only unknown that we have on here, and I know these are all estimates, but you have several years of experience here to know how these run. I think we need that information, 'cause that's a lot of money, that's a lot of difference.
Yeah, I'll,
It's $133,000.
I say I should have it saved so I can send it.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just take another, I mean, again, we're not making any decisions, we're just taking in the information and trying to get questions answered, so you'll get us that for next week, that'd be great.
Okay.
Fine. Thank you.
I have it recently.
Did you pick it, Taylor?
Find it. Let's see.
There you go.
I almost brought bananas, that wouldn't be much of a show like what Carla was doing.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, which one do we wanna start with?
Clerk.
Okay.
I really don't have any questions, yours
I kept mine
is
as,
for the employees.
I tried to keep it as low as possible, with just adding in the things I felt like I absolutely had to have.
Let's see.
Postage is a big one. What was, Amber told me that stamps are getting ready to go up again.
Yeah, and,
80-some cents.
and
Well,
with
they're
the
getting
R and Rs, we're not sure if the R and Rs are gonna be reimbursed next year. So
Well,
I,
they've not made a decision on that yet.
this year we're still good,
Mhm.
next year they haven't made a decision on
Unless
yet,
they, I mean, it's a no, isn't it, unless they change
unless
it?
they change it,
Yeah,
it's a
so
no.
it's a no right
Yeah.
now.
So I added an extra 2,000 into that one, just to make sure that I'm covered if I have any other
Right.
expenses, because I think we were pretty close last year.
Paper goes up all the time too.
Yeah, so last year I spent $17,947 in postage. But that was with being reimbursed for the R&Rs. So I just wanna give myself a little bit extra just in case.
Does your state group association, they do some lobbying over the Senate? Have they
Yeah.
lobbied on this?
Yeah, they're trying to get them to continue reimbursing us, but,
Have you talked to Dale and Tim?
I haven't talked to Dale, I don't usually talk to Tim much. I haven't talked to Dale about this specifically, but, I mean, the clerks they're a little worried about, cause that's a big cost. I think last year, just the R&Rs cost me about $9,000.
What's so irritating, it's just duplication in the first place of what information's already been given.
Right, right.
Taylor, I mean,
I think it was a total of a 3% change that I was asking for, including the postage. I did have to add a little bit in for,
postage you put up, you raised up 2,000 covered.
yeah, but I tried to drop some other ones, like the printing and office supplies. I only used about 6,000 last year, so I dropped 500 off of there. Like to still save myself a little bit of wiggle room in case something came up, but I didn't feel like I needed a full set.
Like I said earlier, this paper just keeps getting higher every month, seems like.
And I will have more conferences to go to next year, so I did have to add just a little bit in those. I just tried to offset with it.
Y'all good on that one?
I have no question.
Okay, next one will be for election. Yeah.
Four.
Okay, so in my elections, I think my biggest one was the election setup. I added 10,000 into that. As you can tell, last year, we actually spent 64,000. So I'm upping it to 60. I think that will actually cover me because there was some things that came out of there that I think I can move around to other line items to cover us. And then things like reimbursement for special elections and whatnot, that will kind of drop me below that.
That's on your election setup, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, that was the biggest change I had.
Cause it looks like in 25, it actually went over a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Elections have gotten quite expensive.
Yes. And see, we did get, this shows 64,000 here for last year's, but this year's, like, the election that we had in March will be reimbursed for that by the school, so I think that will help keep costs a little bit lower, so I'm not going over in that line. And I did up my postage there too, just with the advanced ballots and the postage cost increase, I felt like I had to.
Why was the election set up so high in 25?
I don't know, there was a special election in April, I don't know if maybe that was just unexpected. Not really. Since I jumped in halfway through the year, I'm not really 100% sure. I know for the ones that I did, it didn't seem like anything out of the ordinary.
Well, since we had that special,
That's what I think.
it may have been reimbursed, but it didn't come back into that line. It
right.
went back to county general, and it showed that line being over, but it probably wasn't actually, it probably went back into the general.
Right.
Still there, but just never fun.
Right, and that's why even though it said we actually spent 64, I only asked for 60 because I figured in about $6,000 in reimbursement would put me around 58. That one's fine.
It's a little close race, I hope they don't want to carry.
There was one more that I don't know if you guys got it, but it's this, election equipment lease budget. Did you guys get a copy? This is a fund that's already been set up, it has 25,000 in it. When I went to the clerks conference, they had originally told us to budget for like 4 to 5 times for our voter registration software. I did not know that this fund existed until Ethan and I were going through all of the funds. And this, if it continues to have 25,000 in it, will be enough to cover all of my voter registrations, and then I won't have to increase the election fund so much. Because it was gonna be about a $25,000 increase.
I thought we put 25 in every year.
It was supposed to be, Rod set this up before he left, as a separate fund, because the election equipment, he said at some point was gonna have to be replaced, blah, 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 blah. When he set this up, she's right, there was supposed to be so much money each year put into it, carried over. Whenever that time come, the money was gonna be there, it wasn't good one time yet.
So from my understanding was that Rod set this up because he knew that the HABA grant was going to run out. So the state has the Help Americans Vote Act, and they were getting funds from it that were helping to reimburse our costs for the voter registration. That has run out, which is why next year's cost will be so much more than it has been. It's running about $6,300 a year now, and they said to budget for 4 to 5 times that, so it'd be about 25,000. My understanding was that Rod set this up because he knew that was going to run out. They've been telling the clerks this for years. So that 25,000 would cover us, because there's a separate line in the elections budget for election equipment. That's 50,000, and that's supposed to be the rollover for the purchasing of new equipment. That was my understanding of it. I think as long as all of these stay how they are, I will be fine.
Okay.
And did you guys want a copy of this sent to you?
I don't, thank you.
Lucy was thinking 10 years ago.
It was smart. It was smart. Yeah, it's supposed to be rolled over. You guys done with me?
I have nothing.
I didn't either, thank you.
Thanks, Taylor.
Okay.
Sheriff,
Okay.